Usually I get up in the morning and head over to my favorite indie bookstore, the Tattered Cover. It's a converted theater and they have these beautiful balcony seats, and if your nose is pressed up against the door at 8:59, you can get in there and get one of the two balcony seats, and I use it like my little office, and tend to write there for 4 or 5 hours. I do a little reading, I take a look at the staff picks for inspiration. Then it's kind of back home in the afternoon with family, and after everyone goes to bed, I'm back on the computer. I really enjoyed writing Gail, who is the main character, is one of her best friends, and someone who helps rescue her. And she's outrageous and tends to have no filter, and I have several friends like that, so she's a composite of a few people I know and somebody I would like to be more like. Well, it started actually in a writing workshop, and we were tasked with the assignment of writing a detail-rich scene with a character who was put in a situation that was very uncomfortable. And I had recently been in a consignment shop, and the first thing that came to mind was this Chanel suit that I saw in a consignment shop, and I wondered about a woman who was looking at it, and she appeared to be very elegant, and I thought, what about a character who formerly would deliver her clothes to this store, but is now in the position of actually trying these clothes on and shopping here? What would have brought her to these circumstances? And it was just, something that had happened in a day, and I seized on that, and that character became Claire, who is the main character in Surface, and that scene remains in the book today. It kind of grew into a short story, and then sort of the kernel of this book, and her fall from grace and what brought her there. I was an international relations major in college. I had a little bit of wanderlust and knew I wanted to work overseas. So after graduation, I worked in Japan for 3 years. I was involved in international consulting and some PR work, and then was planning to do the Asian expat swing, which at that time was Hong Kong, Malaysia. I got sick and I had to come back to the States, and I went home to my hometown of Los Angeles and got married. So then I stayed in the States, and I was working in the international gaming industry, video games, and then moved to Denver, Colorado, had kids, and took a break from working for a while. But was writing. I started taking these writing workshops after my youngest went off to preschool. I went up to the Aspen Writers Workshop and attended the conference there, and was able to submit the first 20 pages of Surface to, I think it was 4 agents, and I had meetings with all of them, and I got really positive feedback, and one agent in particular said, I want it now. The other said, please send me the rest of the book when you're finished. I had about a quarter of the book to go. And we sort of formed our relationship a week after that, and I was thrilled, and David was really tenacious and just didn't let up until we got this book deal, so it worked out great.